Hello there, traveller. You look like you've been to High Frothgarn back in level 2. Sit down, relax. You deserve a break after this long walk of about 200 meters, isn't it? Oh, you wish to sell me some items. Well, I wish that I could buy some of the items that you have gathered, but you see, another traveller came by recently. Yeah, he sold me a bunch of dragon bones, and I can no longer afford your items. Those iron ingots would have done me good, but I'll have to settle to these dragon bones for now. Uh, anyway, may I serve you a cup of the finest mead in the entirety of Skyrim? Ah, perfect. Uh, well, it seems like the mud crab that recently came in to, well, rob my establishment has taken all my mead. You see, a new thing has come to Skyrim recently. I believe they call it mods. I believe it is some Nordic god or higher power that I can't quite understand, but it sure has taken its toll on my wares, so I do apologise for that. Now, anyway, while you are sitting there, would you mind telling me some of your travelling stories? Ah, okay, so you haven't experienced a lot yet in Skyrim. Ah, okay, wolves, really? Most extraordinary, I must say. Every single person who comes in there for the first time has fought those wolves. I don't know why they keep patrolling that area when they know what happens to them. Anyway, that's not for me to decide. Not for me to figure out either. I just run this establishment. You know what? It is quite relieving. Usually my guests don't speak back to me. They just stand there, all quietly, looking into my eyes and taking my money. They don't even allow me to finish speaking. They start giving me items that I don't need and taking my money before I can even say good day. You know, thank you. You know what? Let me look at those items anyway. I might be able to scratch up a few. What? You have a basket, and you have an iron dagger, and you have a bunch of storm cloak armor. You see, usually people come in and sell me useless stuff, but this is actually useless, so you know what? Ignore what I said. I don't have any money at all. I know what I said, but it was just a glitch, alright? Don't worry about it. Now, I can't buy anything from you, but I can give you bread if you would like. No? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, totally I understand. Eating 20 apples after an attack is, well, quite normal here in Skyrim for some reason. Now, what I can sell you though is services. Yeah, I see your beautiful hair's been roughed up recently. Would you like for me to pull my fingers through it to maybe straighten it? Of course, coming right up. Now then, you just relax and let me take care of this, eh? You deserve to relax sometimes. Even a venturer like you need to treat themselves right, you know? Now, have you heard the stories of Alduin yet? It's quite a scary fellow, I must say. You see, I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took a bad case of sniffles to the lungs. Made it so that I can't run around so much. So now, I stay here, in my store. You've been through a rough time as well, yourself? Well, let me make a guess. Somebody stole your sweet roll, didn't they? Don't worry, traveller. I am not doing nothing but making jokes. But as said, I used to be a traveller. Still got some in me as well. You know, storm cloaks, imperials, dragons. Ain't no matter to me. I kill it. Let 'em come. But there is this one thing that I don't mess with, and that is nice people. We need to keep them alive here in Skyrim. Ain't a lot of them left. And you seem like a nice person. Or am I wrong to say that, traveller? This is from me to you as a tip. You can never turn your back on anyone here in Skyrim. That will be the end of you. I couldn't help but notice while I'm stroking your hair that that's a nice and fine set of armour you got on you there. Dwarven make, am I right? Ah, right. My apologies. I shouldn't abruptly analyse people's armour without asking them for, well, you know, permission first. Some armour can be quite revealing. Doesn't really fit well as armour, but it might intimidate people, you know? It's like those schools where people take the dragon head and they put him on their head, and it's terrifying. Would make any traveller run the other way. But you know, I'm not saying that in the way that you should be doing it. I'm just saying that people can do it, and if they do it, it is quite effective. You haven't ventured into any caves yet, have you? No. Okay, good. Well, I can give you one tip. All of the coffins with the skeletons in them, make sure that you take a look into them when you go in, and make sure they are still there when you go out. These draugrs are quite, well, persistent in trying to kill you. And if they can get a hand on you, or if they can get a step closer to you before you can notice it, you're a goner. Well, do you think that's enough with your hair? It is quite silky smooth and straight by now. Ah, look at that. Even more beautiful than when you came in. Maybe I should start running a beauty salon instead. I mean, I don't know how much money I would earn. It isn't quite the necessary thing to stay beautiful in Skyrim, but if sometime you need it to be beautiful, you've already got it done. Well, do you know what? I might actually have a quest for you, adventurer. Oh yeah. You see, my old gal Mathilda, she ventured off into the mountains to gather some roses, but she never returned. She was on her way to High Throthgard level, well, what was it, 5, I believe, and I heard some rumours about a frost troll, but nobody's ever seen him, so I didn't quite believe it. But if you do see this frost troll, I am pretty sure that is the reason Matilda didn't come back. And if you do see this frost troll, please give him a warm thank you from me. Oh yeah, Mathilda has been standing here in this very shop, playing the lute, singing, annoying customers for about 3 months with no pauses. The only time she pauses when nobody's inside of her. And trust me, people always come inside at every moment and every minute of the day. It's quite crazy, to be honest. And the other thing you could do, there are some mud crabs by the sea here. Well, I call it the sea as I can't really get to the normal sea, but the river, as you will probably call it, as you might be able to get to the sea. The mud crabs are there. If you would be so kind to, how do I say this in a normal way? Slaughter it and bring back its meat and claws to me. I could make quite a nice stew from that. You know, no matter what happens, Skyrim is riddled with murder, banditry, assault, theft, and worst of all, lollygagging. And now there is a dragon again. Ah, you see, traveller, with the dragon flying around, you must go. May Talos be by your side. Service is free, just leave. May I see you in Southern Guard. Good luck, traveller.